afternoon. I'm Başak, your instructor for Pilates Matwork class today. And before we carry along, is there any injuries or restrictions that I need to know about? Your neck. So on some of the exercises you should keep your head on the mat, or you can keep your hands underneath your head. I will tell you where to do. So, are we good? Yes. To start? Okay then, so I'd like you to stand up position, your heels, knees and hips are all in line, and bend your knees slightly forward, and I'd like to roll yourself down slowly, vertebra by vertebra, imagining there's a wall behind you, and without moving your hips as possible, and go as much as you can towards the floor. Breathe in here deeply and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and now gently roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra. And circle your arms back. All good? And we can sit and lie on our mats and start our warming up exercises. Now your knees bended, your hands by your side, close your eyes and focus on your pelvis. And gently rock your pelvis forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards, tucking and arching. And settle in between tuck and arch, where your hip bones and pubic bone are on the same plane. Now take your awareness to your spine. Feel your tailbone resting on the mat. Feel the arch of your lower back. Your ribs are on the mat, resting on the mat. Feel the little arch of your neck. Your head is resting on the mat, and your chin softly towards your chest. So this is your neutral spine. Now place your hands on your rib cage, your elbows out to side. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in to your back, to your sides and your belly, and breathe out to your back, to your sides and your belly. Breathe in to your back, to your sides and your belly, and breathe out, squeeze air out of your lungs, and lift your pelvic floor up and belly firm. Breathe in to your back, to your sides and your belly. Breathe out, squeezing air out of your lungs. Lift your pelvic up and belly firm. Now breathe in to your back and to your sides only. Breathe out, squeezing the air out of your lungs, keeping your belly firm and pelvic floor engaged. One more time, to your back, to your sides only. And breathe out, lifting your pelvic floor up and keeping your belly firm. This is your Pilates breath, and I like to keep this style of breathing throughout the whole exercise today. Now place your hands by your side and your knees bended, your heels slightly out and your toes slightly in, your pinky toes away from each other, and flatten your back to your mat. And lift your hips toward the ceiling, vertebra and vertebra. Breathe in here, hold your position, you're all one line, to your knees, to your hips and your shoulders. And breathe out, roll your spine down towards your mat, vertebra and vertebra. And breathe in, come back to a neutral position. Breathe out, flatten your back to your mat and lift your spine up into the air, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in, squeeze your glutes, stay here, and breathe out, roll your spine down towards your mat, vertebra by vertebra. Now one more time. Breathe in to prepare and breathe out, lift your spine towards the air, vertebra by vertebra. Breathe in. Lift your arms up over your head onto the floor behind you, and breathe out, roll yourself down towards your mat, vertebra by vertebra, and breathe in, circle your arms by your sides. And this is the last time. And breathe out, roll your spine up towards the air, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, lift your arms up over your head. And breathe out, roll your spine down towards your mat, vertebra by vertebra. And breathe in, circle your arms by your sides. Now, I'd like you to bend your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees, the toes together, heels apart, and your knees apart. Rock your body forwards and backwards. Circle your knees to your right and circle your knees to your left. Give your back a massage. And place your feet down, your knees still bended. And interlink your fingers behind your head. Your tongue drawing down towards your neck. And breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, curl your chest forward towards your hips. Breathe in here, hold your position. And breathe out, roll yourself down. And breathe in to come back to neutral. Breathe out, roll your body up towards your hips. Breathe in to your back to your sides. And breathe out, roll yourself down. Now, breathe out, curl your chest forward towards your hips. Stay here. And bring your right shoulder towards your left knee. And come back to center without moving your head up. And left shoulder towards your right knee. And come back to center. Right shoulder towards your left knee. Come back to center. And left shoulder towards your right knee. Come back to center. And release your hands. And extend your legs and arms away from the center of your body. And we're coming to preparation for thunders exercise. Oh, sorry, just my mistake. Now from here, bend your knees and hands by your sides and bring your knees to a tabletop position. Your hands by your side 45 degrees and bend your knees to your right, head to your left. Breathe in, come back to center. And breathe out, bend your knees to your left, head to your right. Using your abdominals, your shoulders angled, come back to center. Bend your knees to your right, head to your left. Use your abdominals and come back to center. And bend your knees to your left, head to your right, keeping your shoulder angled to your mat. Using your abdominals, come back to center. And place your feet down and extend them away from your body and your arms away from your body. Now, we're coming to preparation for abs. Preparation for hundreds exercise. Breathe in, bend your knees slightly, your toes along the floor, and breathe out, curl your chest forward, extend your legs towards the ceiling. Breathe in, bend your knees, and come back to start position. Breathe in, bend your knees slightly, your toes along the floor. Breathe out, curl your chest forward, legs towards the ceiling, and breathe in, bend your knees, and come back to start position. Breathe in, bend your knees slightly, your toes along the floor. Breathe out, curl your chest forward, arms by your side, extend your legs towards the ceiling. Breathe in, bend your knees, and come back to start position. Last time, bend your knees slightly, your toes along the floor. Curl your chest forward, arms by your side, extend your legs towards the ceiling. And breathe in, bend your knees, and come back to start position. One more. Breathe in, bend your knees slightly, your toes along the floor. Curl your chest forward, extend your legs towards the ceiling. Now interlink your fingers behind your head. And now, this is we're going to find our individual hundreds position. If you feel any back discomfort, bend your knees till the discomfort goes away. If you feel any knee discomfort for you, you can leave your head on the mat or keep your fingers interlinked behind your head. Or if you want to challenge yourself more, straighten your legs away and lower them down. So now come back to place your feet down, come back to start position. Breathe in, bend your knees, sliding your toes along the floor. And breathe out, curl your chest forward, hands by your side, extend your legs towards the ceiling. And pump your arms for 5, breathing in. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place your feet down and relax. Give yourself a stretch. Now place your hands by your hips. Bend your knees and your toes slightly in and heels slightly out. Keeping your belly firm and hip firm. And breathe out, flatten your back to your mat and lift your hips towards the ceiling. And now breathe out, squeeze your left glute and lift your right leg up and lower. Lift your left leg up and lower. Breathe out, lift and lower and lift and lower. 5, lower. 6, lower. 7, lower. And 8, lower. And gently roll yourself down towards your mat, vertebra by vertebra. Now, did you ready? Relax. Okay. Girls, it's okay, because you're already doing, you're already done, I cannot see, you know, and now you can continue with handling stretch. Okay, it's okay. Well, extend your legs and arms away from center, and we're going to do our hamstring stretch. Place your hands by your side and extend your right leg towards the ceiling. Interlink your fingers behind your thigh. Pull your thigh towards your chest and point your toes and flex your foot. Point your toes and flex your foot. Now bend your knee towards your chest and extend your leg and bend it. Extend and bend. Extend. Now push your heel towards the ceiling and place your hands by your side, or if you like, you can place it on top of your hips and start to circle your leg to your right. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Breathe in, lift, and come to reverse direction. Lower. 2. Lower. 3. Lower. 4. Lower. Lift. Lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And release place your feet, leg down. Now I'd like you to straighten your left leg towards the ceiling. And if you feel any clicking on your hips, you can lower your leg down and make small circles. And interlink your fingers behind your thigh. Pull your thigh towards your chest, your right hips anchored to your mat. And point your toes, flex your foot. Point and flex. Now bend your knee towards your chest and lift your lower leg up and bend. Lift and bend and lift and push your heel towards the ceiling and hands by your side, start to circle. Lower, lift, breathe out, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and come to reverse direction. Lower your leg down and lift. Lower your leg down and lift. 4, lift, 5, lift, 6, lift, 7, lift, and 8, and relax. And now, after the hamstring stretch, we are coming, come and sit, we are coming to my stretch combo. Roll onto your tummy and bring your right leg in between your hands. If you feel any, if you think it's difficult, you can place your hands both hands on either side of your foot. And now, push your front heel, sink your hips down, push your front heel towards your back knee, and give yourself a stretch. And now I like to tuck your back toes under, lift your kneecap off the floor, and push your shoulders and armpits back, sink your hips down, give yourself a stretch, and extend your front leg. In this position, most important thing is keeping your spine straight rather than leg. So, give yourself a good stretch, and bend your front knee and step your foot back, come back to front support position. Tuck your tailbone under, push the floor with your fingertips, and your hips firm, belly firm. And stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down on your knees and sit on your heels and come back to child position. Your knees apart, heels apart, your arms activated. And come back up. Are we okay? Everybody's good? Yes. Valentin, you can have some water if you like. Yes, I want to. Now same position again, this time left leg coming front, and push your front heel towards your back knee, and now tuck your toes under, come up to ball of your feet with your kneecaps off the floor, and sink your hips down, and push your heel towards your back foot, give yourself more stretch, and extend your front leg. Keeping your spine and head straight as possible. And from here bend your front leg and step back to front support, and we are going to start to do our push-ups. Now tuck your tailbone under, your belly firm, and grip the floor with your hands. Bend your elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, 6, breathe out, 7, breathe out, 8, breathe out, 9, breathe out, and 10, breathe out, and bend your knees, come to your child position, and give yourself a rest. And everybody is okay? You want extra stretch? Please. Yeah? Would you like an extra stretch, Helen? Yeah, please. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you. Now, if you like to have some water, you can have some water. Keep yourself hydrated. And we're coming to our sit at the very front of your mat, please. And your feet together, knees together. Hands underneath your knees on your thighs. And now breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, curl your head towards your chest. And draw your navel towards your pelvis. And bring yourself to a seeker position. Your shoulders on top of your hips. And stay here. And breathe out, straighten your spine up. And breathe out, bend your head towards your chest. And your navel towards your pelvis. Your tummy in. Your shoulders on top of your hips. And seeker position. Breathe in here. And breathe out. Lift your spine up. Straighten yourself. One more time. Come to your seeker position. Your tummy in. Your chin softened towards your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Come up. And one more time. Come to your seeker position. Your navel towards your pelvis. And this time lift your feet off the ground. This position. And roll yourself down towards your shoulder blades onto your mat. And come up without touching the floor with your hands or with your feet. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Breathe in. 4. And come up. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Place your feet down and relax. Now, from here, we are going to our abs series. There are 5 exercises in here, and you're not expecting it to be. I'm expecting you to do the first one easily, but the rest might be difficult. But in the time as you do your exercises religiously, you will get stronger on your stomach, on your tummy, and you will be easily to perform them. So most important thing is here, and keep your back secure by keeping your abdominals, working on your abdominals strongly. So if you feel any discomfort, you can place your head onto your mat or interlink your fingers behind your head, and any back discomfort, you can eliminate the exercise completely. So we can start our exercise. First one. Roll yourself down towards your mat gently. Perfect. And bend your knees to a tabletop position and place your hands on top of your knees. And turn your chest forwards and breathe out, extend your right leg away. And breathe in, bend. Breathe out, extend your left leg away. Breathe in, bend. Extend your right leg away. And bend, extend your left leg away. And bend, extend your right leg away. And bend, extend your left leg away. And bend. 6, extend. And bend. And 7, extend. And bend. Now interlink and bend. Now come to the start position. Extend your arms and legs away at the same time. Bend. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, extend. Breathe out, bend. Extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, and last, bend. Now extend your legs towards the ceiling and lower your right leg towards the floor, but not touching the floor, and lift up. Lower your left leg and lift. Lower your right leg and lift. Lower your left leg and lift. 5. Lift. 6. Lift. 7. Lift. And 8. And lift. Bend both of your knees, interlink your fingers behind your head, and extend your legs away, and come back to center. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in, come back. breathe out, extend, breathe in, come back, breathe out, extend, breathe in, come back, breathe out, extend, breathe in, come back, breathe out, extend, and breathe in, come back. And now keep the same position. Extend your right leg away and twist your right shoulder towards your left knee. Come back. Extend your left leg away, twist your shoulder towards your opposite knee. Come back. Breathe out, extend, and come back. Breathe out, extend. Opposite, come back. Extend, come back. 5, come back. 6, and 7, and 8, and place your feet down and release. Now place your hands by your sides, 45-degree angle, and your knees and feet together, and bend your knees to your right, head to your left, and relax your spine, your shoulders anchored to your mat. Come back to center and breathe out. Bend your knees to your left, head to your right. Come back to center. Head to your left, knees to your right. And breathe in. Come back to center. Head to your left, head to your right, knees to your left. And come back to center. And I'd like you to low roll on your tummy now. And come up to 4-point kneeling position. And I'd like you to extend your right arm towards the ceiling. Follow it with your eyes and lower it down by following with your eyes and travel it through your left shoulder, keeping your hips square. And come up. And now extend your left arm towards the ceiling. Lower it down while you're following it with your eyes. And travel it through your right shoulder. Keep your hips square. And come back to center. Now lie on your tummy. And come to our quad stretch series, but just like time's up, I need to stop the video. Do that.